Hello everybody, welcome. It's Alex B and André Luther, the A-team on the A-team channel of YouTube. And today we show you two special things, the RESHADE mod and the Thunderflash mod, which is two really good things that can bring you a lot of Automobilista. So first, for the RESHADE mod, in fact RESHADE mod is not only for the Automobilista. It's a plugin that you can have for really any game that you can get. So which means that in fact you have some filter and some effect that provide you some more realistic graphic for any of your games, and it really works good for Automobilista. For example, in Automobilista you can have a cartoon game, cartoon mode, for example. You see the reflection of the sun much more, you see the thunder much more, the shadow much more, and all these things much more. So it's really a plugin who make a lot of beautiful effect. Look, here we have an effect with the smoke here, which was very small. But look, for example, when you drive on the sun, you have really the sun like it would totally reflect on the glass of your car. So it's really like this. And also, look, we have make a test also under the night and with some clouds, and it was looking also very impressive. So yeah, this RESHADE mode is mostly like this, and most of all is free, and you can really parameter like you want. You can make special configuration and all like you prefer. And now what you see right now are also not the normal car of Automobilista. No, it's a Thunderflash mode, which is a French mod who make a lot of different mods for Automobilista. And this mod is inspired from a project car, and you have different cars on it. And the car we introduce you there are Clio, which from the Clio Cup of the 90s. So it's of Renault. So it's this one and there are many other ones on the back of Thunderflash and with different nice skin. But yes, the one we present there are the Renault Clio. So you see, it's like a touring car, normal, but with a little bit boost, let's say. So normal car for let's say like a little bit up or like the sport model of normal people can get, let's say. So this is the touring car. So but this one are special, the Clio and the Clio Cup of the 90s, and we present this here on the, you have maybe recognized it, the Watkins Glen, which is finally a course near New York. It's in the USA, and it's called Watkins Glen because the fans are called the Glen. That's why it's called Watkins Glen finally. So basically the course for the fan, in fact. So there are two different variants, with chicane or without chicane. Normally the normal variant is 4 kilometers, something like this, and only 2 or 3 kilometers for the 3.9 kilometers exactly, and 5 kilometer for 5.47 kilometer long for the 12 curve variant. So that so it's a big road, and it's a very nice one. It has been first started in 1961, and until 1980 it was Formula 1 over there, and Formula USA, of course. And nowadays it's still mostly NASCAR Monster Energy NASCAR Cup and NASCAR Xfinity Series at the Glen, which are the 200, mostly 200 of NASCAR. So the curve are not so big. It's between 6 degrees and 10 degrees, which is something normal. Kind of still 40,000 people at the same time, so quite big. And yes, we have the Formula One master chef who were there, but also this regular race that I have told you. So, and on the two variants, in fact. And yes, the one, the most. Yes, and nowadays, as I have said, yes, the NASCAR are more takeover from the Formula One who were before. But I have to also mention something a little bit. In the Formula One in 1973, there has been an accident with the death of one pilot, to be mentioned here. There is not so much accident here, but you see, can also happen. This to be mentioned. And yes, Clio Renault, it's part of the Formule Renault, which is, as you know, Renault it's a French trademark for cars, for the great public, but also in the sport. Mostly in the sport nowadays they use back the old trademark Alpine, but at this time on Clio they were using Renault only, the name Renault, with Clio and the Mégane, for example. And the Formule Renault it's a special cup, and the Formule Clio is a special one from this one, for example. And you see, the funny fact on the one I have chosen, the violet one here, you have a French advert for filter for oil. Funny fact on the skin. So, which proves that the mod is really good made, and by the way made by also French, and there are many different skins that are available, which are really beautiful, and which are really being used. The Clio Cup series, it's a big series, in fact, in the racing sport, which has been, which still very popular since 2013, especially. From 2013 till, but not especially on UK racing. The Formula Renault was mostly in the UK racing, and then has been also a special series, the Clio Endurance, for was get 200 race. So Clio were also doing some endurance, you see. So. And it was one of the most biggest for this millennium, of course, from 2013 till 2001. 2021, as I have told you, it has been the change with Alpine, which is the new name right now, Formule Alpine and the Alpine Cup. But before, on the 2000, was Renault Clio. Yes, I must to notice, for the one who not know, in the 90s, a lot of people were buying a Renault Clio because Renault Clio was one of the most cheapest car and one of the most training car in France. So just for, and finally it was turning to sport on the 2000, and especially for the UK sport. And it's on the BTCC especially, the BTCC UK Series Talent, and it has been for 2 decades one of the best cup existing at this time, and also the endurance part also has been also very important in this time, and the Clio Cup series. So Clio Cups has finally joined over with the British and Dunlop Endurance Championships recently. So, and especially at the beginning it was Michelin Clio even, and especially at we can say that it was, for example, on course like the Hulton Park, for example, or Zwandoort, or in Netherlands, who has been used in plus. But of course you have the two parts. You have the British endurance part, which was mostly in 2020, for example, and the series, so which were in different places. So it was, but yes, it's mostly for the breed cars, and yeah, it was really interesting part, which has been nowadays replaced by the Alpine cars, Alpine Cup. but very recently, only 2021. So Alpine, yes, has made also his return in Formula One, as you know, only 1 year ago or 2 years ago. So yes, it was during this time that they turned the Clio and Megane to the new Alpine model. But before, yes, during the 2000, it was mostly this. About this Clio, I must say, because as we were testing several times this Clio, I must say it's really nice to drive. Very, I must say it's like the sensation you have when you drive a normal sport car, let's say, as it's a little bit just, let's say, a little bit more faster. Let's say it's almost the same like a normal car that you can have, and you would make a tuning on it. Basically, yes. So this is the essence of touring car. So people who know Clio will totally feel this. You have also the Golf, for example, and all this, which are not on this mode, but which are also take place on this, the touring car, BTCC, and all this. It's all this same class of car. But yes, Clio for the French is one of the must, of course, because everybody in France know Clio. And early time it was Peugeot also before. Peugeot 205 on the 80s, which was the most popular car, and who has turned into sport car. And yes, Clio was also participating to endurance things like Le Mans and the other kind of race. So not only Series Cups, also Endurance Cup. So which proves that this car can go very far. And I must say the feeling inside the game for AMS is really great because you feel it really realist. It's a easy to drive car. It doesn't slide so much. It's braking very good. Not really hard to handle. So honestly, it's really a nice addition to even I would say a great addition to the car. You see, Watkins Glen is also well made for this because it has not so much curve, not so difficult, so very good to manipulate this kind of car. So it's Watkins Glen is a little bit made like the British circuits finally, like Brundage for example, if you know. So it's a little bit similar to this, and it's a good place to test this kind of things. And I must say the KI of Automobilista are perfect because they are intelligent KI. Early time, those KI were somehow rebel you around, yes. But it's like also mostly driver act on the online race. You mostly see people especially when you are a rookie, you have a lot of people who rumble you out because you are on their ideal line and they want to race. And of course, will probably yell at you because you are too slow. Yes, but because you are careful. And the KI can sometimes also make it like this. But on Automobilista, they are really intelligently made that you can really easily train with them, in fact. So it's good training to train with KI, especially when you are a starter or a rookie, and also when you want to improve. Because those KI are mostly hard, even on a small level. So they are really adaptative, let's say, to any level, no matter if you have a big level or a small level. If you make even the KI in a hard difficulty, even for the mostly pilot, it will be the most experimented of us, it will be the most difficult, of course. So, but Automobilista has really made the accent on this. And second, also very uh, big point of Automobilista is that you can choose a date and make the real weather of this date. Here, example, we have make a very symbolic date, 14th of July, of which is a French National Day, and we have to choose this of this year, and this was a sunny day, as you can see here. But for the qualify, we were making it on the night under the rain, which meant totally something totally a different point of view. and you can set up on your server if you want till 4 slots of different weather that you can choose and adapt yourself. So it's also very good for yourself, but not only for yourself. In fact, it's also good for when you invite friends, for example, to your server and make some community race. You can adapt the weather also to have fun. For example, try it under a rainy day or a foggy day, or try to make under the night, because under the night, of course, you have to be more careful. You see less the things, so you have to be also careful, and so it's a good training too. And Automobilista give you really this opportunity. Look, for example, on Air Factor 2, you can also get offline training with the individual training, but it's not the same. It's not so good made. And good thing with the Automobilista also, if you have VR equipment, it's really good. You have one of the best VR, which is not really offered from Assetto Corsa competition, for example. It's more difficult to parameter and to get and to keep it clear and nice. But on AMS, so Automobilista 2, you have really a clear view with your VR, no matter which kind of VR you use. No matter if you use Vivo, if you use MetaQuest 2, 3, Pico 4, anything. It's always a great experiment, and you have sharp things. More sharper than in Air Factor 2, this I must say. Because of course on online race, when there are a lot of people, you can get some latency, yes. But this is normal. Even when you make your own server, for example, and you have a long course like Le Mans, for example, it can put some lag on your VR. This I have experimented myself, especially when you work on a Wi-Fi. But normally, even on a Wi-Fi on Automobilista, you have a few lags normally. Even on online lobby or community race. And for this, I can recommend you to use RCO, Racecraft Online, which is a good platform which offer you several online race, because as you know, the online system is not very good on Automobilista himself. They want to work on it for this year, so let's wait and see what Razer will do. But about this, yes, it's still like this. And you have also another system which is called Just Race. But Just Race is also more general, because it offers you some other platform. This make you, for example, if you race on Race Room, you will have some Liga for Race Room. If you are Automobilista 2, you have Automobilista 2. If you work on Air Factor, you have more for Air Factor. But Air Factor has its own online system, which is very good made. Only till this year, by the way, after 12 years of existence. So, which has taken a lot of time, and of course, a lot of players hope that Razer will do the same. Of course, this is a wish of, I think, most of players of Automobilista. And I really think that it would totally push up the game much more if they could do this. Because they have a lot of fun, amazing DLC, a big mod scene where you have a big variety of things. Look, for example, I have got also a pack that I have not tried, but very good, of IndyCar for people who like USA. So it's also interesting to be tested, the IndyCar, the Oval, and all this. And you have already the Daytona Oval on IMS2, which is right now available on also on Forza Motorsport for the people who like Xbox games, for example, or who like, let's say, sim arcade game. Yes, in this case you can get also the new Daytona. By the way, we will speak about this on a further video, but it's just to tease you about this, which is coming right now today. So that's why I speak about it, and for our American fellow also. And of course, the Americans will be happy because look, on iRacing, for example, you have all the American IndyCar, NASCAR, but you have a big Indy mode here that I can recommend you for IMS. Several courses, like for example Daytona or Indianapolis, and also soon will come a more American track. This race has also promised to the American user. So it's also on the plan for this year, and several other things. So Reza still work on a lot of plans for this year, so we just can't wait. And of course, if you are a fan of endurance, you will have Le Mans Ultimate very soon, so which will be the official endurance game, and this is also perfect. If you're a fan of rally, also I can recommend you VRC, the EA Game Sport, which is an official rally game, like the Sebastian Loeb games too, which is the older version. And yeah, this is for any motorsport things. And for Formula Sport also, of course, Formula 1 2023. And of course, there will be the upcoming 24. But I can mention you about this, that you can get this also on Automobilista too, with the mods, with the real name of the actual driver. Yes. And also available for this category of cars, the Renault Cup, and lot of other category, the GT and any other. This is on the mod things. So if you like mod, you can find many mods and mod your games a lot. And so it's a really big possibility that you can have, especially on Automobilista, which has been on, let's say, on the Air Factor 2. Or on iRacing, you can have some overlay like the TD pedal, the radar, and all this. But on Automobilista, for example, you have already the radar, and you can add a crew chief of your choice if you like it too, and which can guide you too. And of course, something will show you the damage. So basically a radar. So it's also good. But this on Automobilista it's more easy to implement than on any other games, because it's really easily made and good made by modder like Thunderflash and many other ones. So I really thanks all the modder for to all this, because they really make a great experiment, and it's even inspired Razer and other studio to make it sometime also official on their own game. So tell me what you think about the mods. Do you like to use mods on your game, and what is your experience with it? Please tell us on comment, and don't forget, if you want still some video like this, and that we show you more tricks about Automobilista, Air Factor, Forza Motorsport, or some other games, even American Trucks or Euro Truck Simulator, don't hesitate to subscribe and push the notification button, and keep aware of what we do on this channel. Sometimes we have also occasionally some live stream to show you some special aspect of games. So of course, stay tuned, and we provide you all of this. So and many more on this channel, because so if you are curious, you can look above on this channel and see many other things about Automobilista, about Air Factor 2, and many other games too of motorsport. Yes, so you can really enjoy it, and don't forget to share, like, make comment, and keep aware of the notification, clicking on the subscribe button, of course, and this will make a big pleasure and support the channel, and help us to grow up. So thank you in advance for all this. You see, you really recognize the Clio very good on the champions. You can see this totally on those pictures, and the realism of the Clio. If you know the Clio and you have already driven one in real life, you have totally the same feeling. If you have a sport model, for example, it's totally like this. So it's a very few difference between the sport model and this model here. So it's really amazing things. So yeah, so I definitely recommend you this mod, Clio Cup. Yes, and furthermore, Alpine Cup and of Indy Cup for the American one, but for us European, Clio Cup is really good. And of course, for people from UK, touring car, it's a massive class for the UK. So of course, that's why it's also very good to show you this right now. And about RESHADE, if you want to customize it and know more about it, don't forget you can Google, because there is a lot of possibility. As I told you again, not only for this game, but for some other game. Game by game, you can select different plugins and different effects. For example, here for Automobilista, you can use the cartoon mode and drive like a cartoon. Yeah, funny but true, and many other things that you can do. So don't hesitate to Google to get the whole possibility of it. Look, we have still explored only, I believe, a small part of it. So I'm very sure you can make much more of it. And this is sure that you can really bring it. And yeah, look, the Clio look really amazing, you see. It's really all they were in the 2000s, and it was one of the best class in touring car, of course. The Renault class and the Clio cars. Now they try to upgrade with Alpine, which is a new form of it. But of course, the Clio is still the historical one, and Megane, of course. And yes, no matter if it's endurance or touring, it's always amazing to see this Clio Cup over there. And a big notice for you, on the Thunderflash pack, there's not only the Clio. No, there are many possibility of other cars that you can have. For example, some older German group, but not other. Also some other ones, and we have still not tested all with Andre, so that's why we show you only the Clio right now. But of course, there are many to test, and it's for free, so it's really worth it. And some American car and many. And all the cars, as you can see, are really detailed, like this one, for example. You see, it's really looking like the authentic one. If you look a race on TV, I don't think you will find a lot of difference graphically, and from the shape of the car and all this. Or you will not, maybe more public, even not sure, because I even don't know where the trim are on Watkins Glen. For small details, but this is a funny thing. And yeah, Watkins Glen is also really nice. As I told you, it was made for the fan. So Glen means fan, the name of the fan for New York. So of course, for all the Glen, it's really a good place to be and to test with different kind of car. Finally, no matter if you are a GT fan or a Clio fan or a German fan, it's really good. And about the sensation of the car herself, yes, you really feel like on the sport version of a Clio, in fact. If you push the sport Clio, if you tune a little bit your Clio, I believe you can get a little bit the same result, of course. But of course, don't do it on the street, of course. But if you rent the circuit, of course, you can test it and push it even to this kind of car. So it's even for the amateur. It's even accessible for the amateur, not only for big experiment pilots. In fact, so this is the way of touring. Finally, that anyone can tune a car and possess a car and finally bring it. And yes, the Clio Cup, of course, is dedicated to the Clio, but as I told you, this mod has many other one. It's not only about those Clio, but it's also about some other one. And you have some GT3, for example, for all the GT fan, and many other ones. And on the Thunderflash mods, you have really old. So yes, I must really thank the Thunderflash for this great works, because I know it's a big works, of course. They have inspired himself from all the project cars, and directly import them, in fact, and put some skin on it. So and the result is really amazing. Finally, you have a big results and that you can see here, for example. So it's really good, and it's really something that I recommend you to announce your experiment in Automobilista. And of course, as I told you, there is also mods. Some are not always good, but this one is really good. So test and approve, as we can say, for this one. Of course, this is the best one. So, and of course, there are many possibilities, and you see, you can make some amazing race with this, with your friend or with yourself and the KI. You will never get bored of the combination you can make. So, and as I mentioned a little bit early, just race permit you to contest with some liga if you like LFM and Race Craft Online. It's a good service that for free that permit you to be with confront with any other people and also work with other simulation. So it's really a great service. If you want to meet other and confront other communities, it's really amazing. So don't hesitate to comment what you think about all this, about community race, about Liga, if you prefer to be a solo racer, and all these kind of things. And if you like mods, just tell us in comment. So thank you all for watching, thank you all for following us, and don't hesitate to subscribe and get aware of the notification. Bye!